And this one goes, oh, that was not lubricated, I guess. Goes here. And after that one, which was the fifth wheel and pinion, oh sorry, that's this metal one was the third wheel and pinion. The fifth wheel and pinion should be then the small green one. The man is not really pretty clear about this, but actually it doesn't matter because you're not connected one to each other, and this one actually goes here against the water. And now there's another wheel that makes them connect. I think I'm missing a wheel. And that was the fourth wheel and pinion. No, I'm not missing a wheel. I didn't lose any wheel in the washing machine. In the watch cleaner. Sorry, it's not a washing machine. That would be hilarious. So put this small pieces in the washing machine, hoping to refine them. That was a small second wheel. And now comes the spacer for center wheel and pinion. This is a quite strange piece of hardware. It's a very small and very thin T, almost T shape with rounded edges piece. And it has to go there. And now I can put the second counting wheel. Which has to be lubed and then oiled. And we are almost finished with the movement. Actually, we are finished. Now comes the plate, the top plate, and this is the top plate. If you remember, I told you that it was broken in proximity of the switch lever A, and it's this part that it's broken. So I am now checking on my spares if I do have. Sorry, I bumped the camera. I forgot to take a picture of the last two steps. That's okay. Let's see if in my spares drawer I still have a part that can fit. Broken. The only one that is working is this one. I have this here, they're identical. No, they're not. I don't want to remove it from a working movement. I was about to say, but I will if I have to, but I won't. No, I will just have to put this one back on and hope that it doesn't create any issue whatsoever. So, things to do is to, while you contemplate on the video the movement, I will oil the top plate to make sure it's perfectly clean. And before closing the movement, check that all the rotors move freely. Just apply a little bit of pressure with your fingertip on the top and the center, and with a fine needle you will see that there are apertures where you can see some white wheels here, specifically here. You will see the metal gear here, and you will see another intermediate white wheel here, and the fourth one you're not going to be able to see it. It's down here, but that one centers automatically, I've found, so there's no need to check. Actually, the only need to check are this three here. So a little bit of pressure, just got very, very, very lightly put your finger in the middle and try to check from the sides if the rotors are spinning, if you spin the intermediate wheels with the top and with the tip of a needle. So this is fine. This is fine. And this is fine also. Like I said, this one is out of center is automatically, but you can see the white tip of the pivot of the rotor just peeping out from the hole in the base plate. So that I know that usually out of centers and out of fixes and enters the hole without any problem, if the other rotors obviously don't have any issues. Now the pins that hold the top plate in place and secure, these are not screws but are L pins. Check my other videos where I did another disassembly of a 7T32 movement, and I explain what the different. There are four in total. 2 for the main plate, which is the bottom plate, which I'm putting, and 2 for the top plate, well, the dial plate in the other side. They're different. These are L-shaped, the other one are T-shaped, so they're not so easy to mix them up. So I'm looking for the proper screwdriver now. These are plastic. You should not apply force. Just press it down a little bit and just turn. It's a 90-degree turn, clockwise for both. And you're done. And they're fixed. The movement is closed. The next is the battery connection, the negative, which is this one. And this goes here. While the next one is the buzzer lead terminal, which is this one. And this one goes here, like so. Now, finally, the circuit block. Which is this one. Structurally, dimensionally, aesthetically is identical to a 73-2 movement. You recognize them by this lip. The holes, identification holes, are placed differently. So even if you considering that they are the same, the CPU unit is programmed differently. So to include on the 74-2 the timer function. So actually, I believe that a 74-2 with the timer function, the circuit block could work on a 73-2 without any issues, because it's just an electronical difference. It's not a structural or a mechanical difference. As you saw, the movement is identical to a 73-2. So if you need to swap the movement of a 73-2, which is expensive to buy new, and you have, or you happen to have, a 74-2, or you find a 74-2 working circuit block, just swap it, put it on. What I am putting now, it's called a friction spring for second counting. Because it has a spring that pushes down on this one and this one, they push down. This is on a minute counting wheel, and this is on the seconds counting wheel for the chronograph, and here are the other two for the alarm and for the per minute second, that they just push it down. And the circuit block cover. This didn't come out at all well from the cleaning. So there are some stains that I'm luckily be able to remove with the piece of Seiko. And now with the screws. Obviously, I will continue to film as much as I can. We are 1 hour and 28 minutes at the moment, since when I started. And I still have 2 hours on the camera. Two hours and a half, 37 minutes actually. So I will just go on as much as I can. There you go. There you have it. Now it should come in the battery. Which I will put inside. Now, this is a cheap battery. I just use it for the tests. It's a Chameleon battery. But it will be enough. So, as I said, the 73.2 and the 74.2 are identical, apart from the fact that the 4.2 has a timer function programmed. It has no mechanical structural difference from its smaller number and serial number sibling. It is just a difference in the programming of the circuit block. All the rest is just the same, which makes it pretty easy to swap the movements, having a good circuit block. There you go. So I already know the watch is working because the battery is working, so I'll just, the crowns are working. And I'll just flip it. And I will start to rebuild the dial side slowly. The watch is live now, so I have to be careful not to damage or shortcut the coils or stuff like that. So we'll just do like this so that it's in place. And the next is the hour wheel. But this is another part that is very fragile and it tends to break. The teeth tend to break, especially if you set the hour or if you try to set the date at the wrong time of the day, which is from 10 to 3 in the morning usually. And this has suffered a bit of damage as well, but all in all is in fairly good condition. So I have to oil this side. I don't really need to put that much here. There you go, that's all the oil it needs. So the hour wheel, I will demonstrate how it works. Now the automobile alarm, which is similar, but it's only made in metal. And perfect. Now the date driving wheel, and as you might know from my other videos, this is another part that breaks pretty easily because it has a very strange conformation, which is basically it is a wheel with a built-in spring. And oops, and you can see it here. That's the built-in spring. It works. This is to avoid breaking the small tip of these last tooth here, which pushes the date ring around. If you turn the hands backwards, so that's why it's pretty easy to break it if you switch the date, adjust the date at the wrong time. So this is how it works. Basically, you will see that they